Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be diving into something very powerful but often overlooked, especially when we're thinking about its connection to the gut. So what is it? We're gonna be reviewing your gut health and its connection with brain health, specifically dementia. The truth is, your gut and brain are in constant communication. If you're worried about memory loss, cognitive decline, or just want to be proactive and stay sharp, this is a must-watch episode. Make sure to stick around to the end. I'll be sharing 5 ways your gut impacts dementia risk, plus what you can start doing today to protect your brain. First, let's lay a quick foundation. So your gut isn't just a tube where food passes through. It's actually home to trillions of bacteria. Your microbiome and these bacteria produce chemicals that impact your brain directly. The gut and brain connection through the gut-brain axis, involving the vagus nerve, your immune system, and chemical messengers like neurotransmitters. When your gut is healthy, it sends positive signals to your brain. When your gut is inflamed or imbalanced, however, it can trigger brain fog, mood disorders, and yes, it can even influence the risk of dementia over time. All right, now let's get into the 5 big ways your gut and dementia risk are connected and what you can actually do about it. First, chronic inflammation in the gut leads to systemic inflammation throughout the body, including your brain. And you see, it doesn't just stay in your gut. This ongoing inflammation can damage neurons and speed up memory loss. Something you can easily do is just really follow an anti-inflammatory diet that's rich in fiber. Just think of a lot of colors. You want omega-3s like from salmon, herbs like turmeric. Next, ever heard of leaky gut? Well, if you're not new here, you probably have. When the gut lining becomes damaged, harmful substances like toxins and bacteria can leak into the bloodstream. Worse, these same problems can weaken the blood-brain barrier, allowing harmful substances to attack the brain directly. A few things such as zinc, L-glutamine, or even collagen-rich foods like bone broth, think about like avoiding processed foods. All those things can really help with that gut lining and reduce that inflammation. Next, this is huge. When there's an overgrowth of bad bacteria and loss of beneficial ones, it's called dysbiosis. Certain harmful gut bacteria can produce toxins that promote brain inflammation, impair memory, and even create amyloid plaques associated with Alzheimer's. Key, friends, is to really try to have a balanced microbiome. The good microbes really need to be fed that fiber, which is why I preach about it all the time. You also want to prioritize fermented foods like sauerkraut, kefir, of course, if tolerated. And consider adding a targeted probiotic. You should be consulting with a provider, otherwise you're going to probably pick something random from Costco, Walmart, or Amazon. Remember, there's a billion probiotics out there. And when you think about what's actually in there, the ingredients, the strain, you have to be mindful. Otherwise, you're basically just wasting money. Otherwise, you may just be wasting money. All right, next, number 4. Did you know that your gut makes most of your body's serotonin and even some dopamine? I don't think a lot of people understand this. The thing is, these neurotransmitters are not just about mood. They regulate learning, memory, and overall brain health. And guess what helps this production? By eating prebiotics like fibers. Again, you see how fibers always comes back? You want to eat all types of fibers, all types of colors, fruits, veggies, legumes. Do not be scared of fruits and veggies. I always say this because so many people say, all right, but what about fruits, the sugar? Stop it. Have a bowl with fruits, vegetables, and legumes. Now, the only time I'm very mindful for the most part, if I have someone who has uncontrolled diabetes. But for everyone else, have a ball. And for you who have uncontrolled diabetes, work with your dietitian and learn how to control it so that way you can be more liberal with your fruits and vegetables. Finally, your gut bacteria ferment fiber, and they produce something called short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which are brain protective. Butyrate reduces brain inflammation and helps keep the brain cells alive. You see, all this goes back to how's your gut, because it is connected with everything. You don't necessarily have to have bloating or digestive issues to think you don't have a healthy gut. You have to really consider, how's everything? Am I starting to have brain fog, acne? How's my whole body? Because when something starts in the gut, it usually starts to go out
and demonstrate in different ways. And sometimes it's bloating, other times it's, oh, I don't feel like myself anymore. So for your gut to help protect your brain, you have to allow those good microbes to have food and eat, and they eat prebiotics. So guys, load up with fiber. The only time you should be careful with fiber is if you're dealing with digestive issues, and if you are, you should be working with a provider to help you deal with that, so that way you can start to increase your fiber. The goal is never to stay on a low fiber diet. Maybe in certain circumstances, and that may even be like 15 grams a day, but for the most part, if you don't have digestive issues, there's no reason why you shouldn't be at least at 30 grams, and that's even like baby level. Alright guys, so a quick little review. The 5 ways your gut connects dementia to your guts are the gut-driven inflammation, leaky gut weakening the brain's defense system, microbial imbalances leading to brain toxins, neurotransmitter production in the gut, short-chain fatty acids like butyrate that protect your brain health. If there's one thing you take from this today, it's that taking care of your gut isn't just about digestion. It's about protecting your mind, your memories, and your future. Now, if you found this helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button and share. If your friends have no idea that their digestive system is connected to risk of dementia, let them know. If you're ready to dive deeper into gut healing and cognitive protection, check out the link below. Let's schedule a free discovery call so I can learn a little bit more about your case, what your goals are this year, and see if functional testing is right for you. Until next time, friends, have an amazing day.